Hi, I'm Rose with today's Tuesday teaching tip. This is Homeschooling 103, Record Keeping. In the state of Texas, it is not mandated that parents keep records of their homeschoolers' work. However, we here at Feast highly recommend it, especially for students who are going off to college, especially for students who may have to go back into the public or private school system. And so you just never know what the future holds. So it's a really good idea to keep records. Now, as far as records are concerned, there are some different things that you can keep record of. One of them is attendance. And the way we kept attendance was we had a school year calendar that started in July and went to the following July. And so that's how we kept our records of attendance. Whenever we didn't have school that day, or if we were taking a family vacation that we weren't using as a field trip, we would mark an X on there. So every other day on the calendar when we were learning that was left open, those were days that we had instruction. All right, and one of the other things is to keep either records of curriculum used, courses completed, projects that have been done, just a variety of information, clubs and meetings and things like that, just keeping record of some of those extracurricular activities as well. And the way I did that was on Teachers Pay Teachers, there are some free different record keeping materials that some of the people who sell their materials on Teachers Pay Teachers offer for free. And this is one of them. I really like this because it's kind of your school year at a glance. Again, it starts in July because you're looking at a school year calendar as opposed to a yearly calendar. And so it'll start in July, and you see it's broken up into each month. And so we use this as our overview of what were we doing in July? For me, we were finishing up our previous year's work. We would take the month of August off of homeschooling so that my son could have a break and so that I could start planning for the next year. And so in these other months, in September, I would write down the curriculum that we're using for each specific course that we were working on. And then also some of the extracurricular activities that we were doing. You see that there's not a lot of space, there's not a lot of detail. It was just, physics, we were using Apologia. For math, we were using teachers teaching textbooks. For different curriculum, I would just write down something quick and simple. And so that's how I kept track of what curriculum we were using and what extracurricular activities we were doing. And so this is a whole year's worth of that. So it's really easy to keep record with something like that. For work samples, I would keep these spiral notebooks for work samples, so that I have writing samples in here, I have reading passage samples, I have math tests and things like that. And so that's just the way I kept work samples. You can keep it in a neater form, you can keep it in a binder by year. You don't have to keep a lot of it. Before I would keep everything. You would just keep the important parts, maybe tests that were taken composition samples, writing samples, and things like that. Those are important. One of the other parts of record keeping is an academic report card. We do sell these here at Feast. It is $5, and we send you the template, and you can use it as you wish. If you have more than one child that you are homeschooling, you can use it with more than one child. And so it's $5 per household, basically. And so you can keep record of your school year, of the courses completed, and the grades earned in here. And again, this is a one-sheeter, so it's something really easy to keep for a year's worth of work. When you get to the high school stage, record keeping looks a little different, and that is in the form of a transcript. And again, we sell these transcript templates, and there is a line here for it to be notarized. Once you decide to start doing either dual credit classes, applying for scholarships, applying for for admissions to different area colleges and universities. And so that's the transcript there, and that's another form of record keeping. And then last but not least is the high school diploma. Now the high school diploma, again, once they've earned their diploma, bring in your transcript, we'll look it over. You can order your diploma printing services, you can order a cover, and we can help out with that as well. And so the diploma, believe it or not, is something that a lot of students kind of didn't think about getting until later, until they started seeking jobs, and their employers were asking for a copy of their diploma. So a diploma is something you definitely want to get a copy of. Maybe keep an extra copy, at home in your files for later on, because you'd be surprised how many years later that comes up and you may need a copy of your diploma. All right, so that was Record Keeping 101. Like I said, we do highly recommend that you do keep records of courses completed, grades earned, days in school, or days that you are completing homeschool lessons. And like I said, we have a number of things: report cards, transcript services, and diploma printing services. So be sure to email us or give us a call and let us know how we can help you with record keeping.